Check if you can sit in a way that's not relying on a structure behind you, if you can. And if you can't, that's okay. Just try and sit in a way that you're straight as you can be. If you can sit in full lotus or half lotus position, for auspiciousness, it's nice to start that way, and then your ankles will be grumpy and you'll have to move, but it's auspicious to start that way if you're a flexible yoga person. A couple of you are. All right. But again, if it hurts, don't do it, right? Classic advice. If it hurts, don't do it. Okay. And so just feel for a minute how it is to sit. Is your back straining at all? Do you need to shift in a way to make yourself feel more stable? And when it seems like your posture is as good as it's going to get, try and relax into it. And now think to yourself, the purpose of my life is to understand and free all living beings, including myself, from suffering. The purpose of my life is to understand and cultivate for myself and all living beings happiness, temporary and ultimate. Therefore, I need to understand the way the mind works and what is possible. Therefore, I'm engaging in this retreat. May the impact of this retreat create internal peace, which ripples out as external peace. May all of the work we do together in this room spread. May the work we do bring out the best in people. And just putting that motivation in a personal way to yourself, your reasons for doing retreat and meditation, making it broad and deep, including more than yourself and more than today. Why are you here? Connect to your heart. And now start by stretching your focus to the walls of this room. as if you were looking at them with your eyes, but you're actually connecting with your mind. Bring your focus to the front of the room where the windows and the altar are. Not with your eyes, but with your mind. Imagine your focus traveling up and down from the floor to the ceiling, connecting with the space. And shift your focus to the left wall, around the corners and curves, just becoming aware of this space. And slide your focus along the back wall, ceiling to floor, becoming more and more at home in the space. And slide the focus continuing to the door and across to the right wall, around the corners and top to bottom. And imagine your awareness stretches to fill the whole room, the whole space. Imagine we're creating a sacred space, as well as a place of safety. And slowly move your awareness closer and closer to your physical body. Along the floor, to your mat or your chair. On the cushion you sit on. Across the surface of your skin. And imagine you pull your awareness into your body. And with your focus completely within the body, shift to the crown of your head and relax the muscles and the skin and the tendons all around your head and your face. Just mentally scan through all those little muscles. The brow unfurrows, the jaw unclenches, all becomes relaxed and smooth. No tension. And bring the relaxation down your neck and through your throat. And across the tops of your shoulders, back and forth. And as you mentally scan across your shoulders, imagine them coming into perfect balance and alignment. They drop into their natural position. The shoulders releasing tension they may have been carrying. And move the relaxation down the left arm, through all the left muscles, the joints and tendons, all the way through your left fingers, imagining tension leaving out your left fingertips, dissolving into space. And shift your focus over to the right arm and do the same process. Down through the muscles of the right arm, through its joints and tendons, all the way through the wrist and hand. Tension leaving out the right fingertips, dissolving into space. And shift your focus back to the base of your neck. And now slowly work your way mentally down your spine, down the bones of your spine, one by one by one, until you reach your seat. And as you scan down your spine, imagine that it comes into alignment, straight and strong, but without any tension. And as you work your way down, all of the muscles of the back also relax and release. So just slowly work your way down your neck all the way down to your seat, relaxing the back. All the way down the back. And whenever you reach your seat, hold your attention there at the seat, feeling very grounded and stable, anchored. And shift your focus down through your hips and down your left leg, relaxing through the muscles of your left leg, all the joints and tendons, releasing tension and tightness, tension leaving out the left toes, dissolving into space. And again, relaxing through the hips and the muscles, down over to the right leg, through the muscles and joints, tension leaving out the right toes, dissolving into space. Just mentally work through that experience, using that physical sensation as your focal object. Giving your body a chance to relax. And now shift your focus back to the base of your neck. And now scan through the front of your body and through the internal organs. Imagining that circulation becomes perfect, that everything settles into its natural position without any stresses or strains. Any tension in the internal organs softening. Letting the stomach unclench. Letting air flow freely. Just be with all of those internal organs. If it helps, you can imagine that your back is very strong and stable, and your front becomes very soft and receptive. Imagine feeling completely at home in your body. Whatever convention says about its imperfections, whatever the world says about the ways it's not perfect, actually being the perfect vessel for the spiritual path. We're healthy enough to have gotten ourselves into this room. Which means this body is a perfect vessel for our practice. And imagine that anything difficult or painful that's remaining in the body is just old negative karma exhausting itself, finishing. And every time we meet that discomfort or that pain or that illness, we meet it with patience and kindness, knowing that with that response, that karma finishes and we don't have to experience that one again. And now with the sound of the bell, consciously shift your focus to awareness of the breath. And as you focus on the breath, keep making the decision to be there in the present moment with it, deciding not to follow distractions. Breathing in, you know that you're breathing in. Breathing out, you know that you're breathing out. And that is the only job you have to do. Just being there with the breath. And it's natural that your mind is used to doing more than focusing on the breath. But when it starts to become more excited and think about all sorts of ideas and plans, or if it starts to sink into something dull or sleepy, just gently rebalance yourself. Consciously come back to the breath. Every breath a choice. Just let the breath breathe. Don't control it. If it's short and shallow, you simply know that. if it's long and deep, you simply know that. Just be with the breath. If you've gotten lost in thought, don't give up on yourself. Just gently disengage. Come back to the breath. No big deal. Just keep coming back. Keep yourself sharp and clear, as well as relaxed, as best you can. No analysis right now, just single-pointed concentration on the breath. Nice and simple. And now for 5 full minutes, engage your introspection, catching yourself if you start to drift or sink. Self-monitor yourself. And try and use your best concentration for 5 full minutes. Relax your attention. And you can shift your position. So there'll be a little bit of housekeeping after this session, just briefly, and then the rest of the night is just open for you to do your own personal practice. So on the schedule it says session 2, and we're actually not going to do that together as a group. That's just for your own personal practice. So you can use this space, or you can use your room, go for a walk. But what we want to do is to start getting ourselves into retreat mindset, and that means in between sessions trying to maintain that meditative atmosphere that you touched on your cushion just as best as you can. So I'll lead the next session at 7 tomorrow morning, and tonight just try and keep as much mindfulness as you can. And if you want to try and do a private session by yourself for like 5 or 10 minutes before you go to sleep, just to kind of see how you're going with your personal practice, it's up to you, but it might be worth a try.